Hey folks, Leah here. Today's daily topic of discussion will be about creating habits, and I'm just going to tell you 5 that I'm in the process of um, making a habit for me. I'm not fully there, it's not congealed, but I'm realizing that it's been very helpful for me. And also learning how to be interdependent. I'm just going to start with the first one that I've been um, putting into practice, which is not defining my success with a dollar amount. If you're doing this, it will only lead to a cat and mouse game, and you will constantly be chasing a price point. And that's not very effective for business. Stop worrying about, well, my goal is this for this month, or I want to be able to do this for this. Don't worry about that. It really, your focus has to shift, and you have to um, really start looking at the relationships you're cultivating with people. The money will come at some point in time. It may not be as fast as you'd like, but to have a business that will flourish, it takes time. Um, One other thing is motivation will start your journey, but habit and massive action creates the success that you're looking for. Um, number two, the number two thing I'm working on right now is always finishing what I have on my to-do list each day. That is a struggle for me, and I'll be honest with that. But I'm realizing that if I keep my to-do list small, it's a lot easier. There might be 5 things that I put on my list each day to complete, and it's easier for me than to have this massive list of things that I need to get done. I wasn't effective doing it that way, so I went back to the drawing board and put down 5 key elements that I felt I needed to accomplish each day. 3, using a whiteboard. And the reason why I started using my whiteboard is because it kept my goals visible and close. So all I had to do was look at it and came back to the forefront. Okay, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Number 4, only surrounding myself with success-driven or successful people. And that means not having haters or naysayers in my circle, because that only will not only will that tear you down, but the negativity will start to pull you away from what you want to accomplish, and you'll be right back where you were. So remember that. And it's easier to hang with people or cultivate relationships with people that have the same success that you want to achieve, because their positivity and their influence will start to rub off on you, so to speak. And number 5, write down 2 to 3 things that you're thankful for each day. The reason why I do this is it enables me to keep my focus on positive things. And it's smart, really, basically for me, because mindset is everything. And it's easy to become discouraged, very easy to become discouraged when you feel like you're putting all this work in and you're not getting or having the success that you'd like to have early on. So, when I started to create this habit, along with my dedication and hard work, I realized, well, this is a pretty good recipe for success, so I will keep doing this. And plus, it just makes me a better person as well, to be able to identify the things that I'm thankful for. And now on to the next part of why I made this video. I have recently started to read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I never looked at being interdependent as a good thing until reading this book. And I realized that I just use my work family as an example. For the longest time, working in the field I work in, it's very important for you to have a strong bond and relationship with your coworkers, because it's a highly, well, in my field, it's a highly volatile environment filled with stress, and at times can be dangerous. And if I didn't have some of the relationships I have cultivated with some of my coworkers, I just use an example of what happened in a recent day at work. There was, for those of you that don't know, I work in the corrections field. So there was an incident that happened, and a big, basically, riot broke out in one of the units. And I was one of the first people on the scene, and there was only one officer there. So I had to jump in and help to defuse the situation. I realized the importance of being on a team and having a good working relationship with as many people as I can. You're not always going to get along with everybody that you work with, but there has to be a common goal and a common respect there for each other in order for you to be effective. Now, if I allowed some of the issues and things that I encounter on a daily basis to affect how I respond during these situations with coworkers that I may not get along with, or that I don't like that much, whatever it is, then how effective would I be on the team? And really, that's all being interdependent is. I pride myself on being a pretty independent lady and having pretty good goals and not goals, but morals and values when it comes to being independent in my life. However, I feel like being interdependent, whether it's in family, atmosphere, work, economically, whatever it is, it's just basically working on a team. And how this will work for you and your business is when you start building your team, at some point, especially if you're the team lead, you're going to have to make a conscious effort to congeal that team. And if your team is not familiar with being interdependent, everybody's going to have weaknesses and strengths. You're going to have to encourage your team to utilize those different strengths and weaknesses and not be really just about themselves. At some point, that has to happen. If you are going to be a successful mentor or team lead, you're going to have to learn how to do that. Because, like I said, for the longest time, I was more about myself and just focused on me. And you can't be that way. You have to be a person for the people, so to speak. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this because it's getting a little long-winded. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video for the day. And also, please subscribe if you enjoy watching my videos. And if you'd like to connect with me or learn more about my business, of course, the links are below. So feel free to click on them. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.